Good morning, everybody. Sorry, y'all. If y'all hear things going on in the background. Hello.
Alrighty then. So, we didn't have the cheaper option. So what I was able to do for you, those more expensive wiper blades that we talked about.
Yeah.
I was able to $10 off the price of both of them.
Okay.
So after tax and everything, it comes out to $34.64.
Okay.
So we can do that for you. And then the other thing that I do want to let you know about before I go ahead and take your payment for that is passenger side front tire. It was all the way down at 21 pounds. The other ones were all at the right air pressure at 35. So you probably have a flat or something in there. I wasn't able to see what was in it, but I know something is just because of how low it was.
Okay.
So I definitely recommend getting that repaired.
Yeah.
If you don't have time today, I definitely recommend calling in and making an appointment.
I will. So you said the right one, this one on the side?
Yeah, it's that passenger side front, that right front.
Yeah.
So I can go ahead and take your payment real fast, and I'll put those windshield wiper blades on right here for you.
Okay, thank you.
Like I said, $34.64.
Okay, thank you. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Y'all see me doing tire-ish this morning? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, I'm over here doing my tire thing. Sorry. I had to come on live because y'all gotta get in where I fit in. Anyway, welcome to my channel. It's live, y'all. Infamous Kiki be live, y'all. It's real life up in these streets, these YouTube streets. But anyway, welcome to my channel. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you thumbs up the video when you get here. I'm not gonna be very long because I have a really hectic, busy day. Today is the start. Let me say something before I get started on the gossip on the tea. Today is the start tonight of the new season of Life After Lockup. It's kind of like there's love during lockup where the people are in jail and the people are talking to them while they're still in jail. Then there's love after lockup when they just get out of jail and they continue their relationship. And then life after lockup is when they've been out of jail for like a year or so. It's like a continuation. So there's going to be Justine and Michael's going to be there on there. Eris and Cameron, Monique and Derek from this current season of Love After Lockup, and Nathan and Skylar are here. I didn't know Nathan and Skylar was going to be on here, but whatever. K Sarah. Because Nathan and Skylar to me is a nothing burger. But I didn't think they was going to be on, but they're going to be on. So yeah, so here we go. The shocking news about Monique and Derek. So I will put I will definitely reference where I'm getting this information from. I'll put links to videos. If you watch Gio Malik, if you're not subscribed to Gio Malik, then you're missing out because But I subscribe to his channel and Auntie's Advice. But on Gio Malik, and also according to Amber, she hasn't talked about it yet. But anyway, y'all, hold on.
Alright then, so this is your receipt and your card back for you.
Thank you.
Then Tyler and I will help put these right away.
Okay. So what has happened was a Gio Malik, like I said, I'll put links and everything. What has happened was my windshield wipers are atrocious, by the way. If you see them, they're all like janky, they're like cut. I don't think I've changed them since I've had them. But anyway, what has happened was that Monique has made a post on her Instagram, I believe, saying with a picture, and she captioned the picture like a meme, she's trying to be cute or whatever, saying that it's a bunch of profanity, saying I leave a dude where I find them, and it's like a picture of a dude chunking the deuce. I don't know who the dude is. It's not Derek. It's just, I don't know, maybe somebody famous. But it was on some hood madness in the caption. So putting two and two together, I guess and also Monique has taken all of her pictures of Derek all off of her Instagram and Facebook. So we're assuming that Derek and Monique are broken up for now, or will be broken up, kind of broken up. They broken up for now. I don't know. We'll see. Again, I got it right. I told y'all before in my videos, in my live watches, that I did not think that Monique and Derek were even together. I did not think that they were together. I thought they were taking pictures and doing video lives from a hotel room, and I told y'all I thought that was all fake, and it was set up for the camera. Hold on.
All right, then can you give me a quick wiper action for me?
A test.
Yes, ma'am. All
okay.
Right. That looks like it'll work for you.
Yay.
All righty then. So you should be all good to go today.
Okay. Thank you.
This tow truck's behind you.
Oh, I see.
If he starts dropping off, I'll get him to move.
Okay. Beep, beep. Anyway, y'all. Oh, he's backing all the way up. Okay.
Alright, I'll guide you out so he knows not to get in your way.
Okay, thank you. He's cute but goofy. But, okay. Alright, tow truck man. Let me run over. I'm about to run over this cone, y'all. Y'all give me a minute for I'm trying not to run over this white dude and murder him. Anyway, so I told y'all before. Told y'all before in my live videos, if you watch, that I did not think Monique and Derek were together. I know they was taking pictures. I know they was doing weird ass photo shoots and doing lives. They were at a hotel room one time and doing live. I'm like, so what? So what? I can be at a hotel in the same hotel room with anybody doing a live. So what? So what? So what? I said when Derek and Monique was on the camera, y'all know that they didn't act like they had no affection. Like there was no real holding hands. There was no peck on the cheek. I said these are the most non-affectionate couples. One of the most non-affectionate couples I've seen in a long time. They just didn't show, any affection. Like I saw nothing there. And Derek is always talking about he obligated to Monique and he owed Monique and she held him down. It was nothing like I love this woman. I'm attracted to this woman. I want to be with this woman because I care for her and she's the one for me. It was none of that. It was like, well, she held me down. She sent me money. Blah 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 blah. So you obligated. Okay? To me, there was no chemistry between Derek and Monique. Look, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Even before Derek even got out of jail, I was like, this ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. I don't care what Monique said. Monique low-key catfish Derek. We all know it. She sent pictures of her chest up, below chest up. She said she sent full-length pictures. Whatever. Sending a blurry 1 or 2 full-length pictures. And God knows what was said about those pictures. Maybe she said, ooh, boo, these are old pictures when I was heavier or whatever. You don't know what people be saying to you online or whatever when you ain't seen somebody in person. So I did not think the relationship was going to work from the jump because Monique, low-key, not high-key, because there's some people, she didn't lie about what she looked like. But she used a lot of filters and and apparently Derek saw through that. So I honestly believe when Monique was sending those pictures that Derek knew or suspected that she was a really big girl. Now he may have saw her and not thought she was that bigger girl. But I knew from Love During Lockup that this was not gonna last. Like I could tell once Derek got out of jail, he was just like, oh, like he was trying to hide it. And he was like, oh, she's a little bit bigger than I thought, but it's okay. I think Derek said that because he wanted to be on the show. Also, I think Derek said that because he knew he had other women that he was talking to. Derek was talking to other women. We know this from the show. So he wasn't studying about Monique like the old folks said. He wasn't studying. He wasn't studying Monique. Because he knew that at the end of the day, the CO he was talking to, he was going to be with her anyway. So all of this was just a gag, girl. It's just a gag. They wanted to be on the show, both of them. Not the stuff that popped off with the sisters and all that. I do believe a lot of that was real because it popped off before the show even aired. They were arguing back and forth. Before Derek even got out of jail, she was questioning the sisters and saying things. So I think that was some real to that. But even the stuff the sisters was saying back and forth, I kind of give a side out of that too because to me they was exaggerating and maybe putting on. We don't know how much all this between Monique and Derek and the family is real. How much is this just for the TV show? How much is this for them to get attention? But I don't think I'm finna say something that sounds real bad, y'all. I don't think none of these people are smart enough to have this as a setup. Monique, Derek, or the sisters. I don't think none of these fools is smart enough to do any kind of setup or planning. So I do think the stuff between Monique and Derek and the sisters is real. I think they have deep seated issues in a familial relationship. I think they probably argue and go back and forth. His sisters do seem like they pop off like they ghetto, like they will pop off in a minute. They seem hood, so they will be the type that want to argue with Monique and fight with Monique and her sisters. Like next season, supposedly, allegedly, rumor. Spoiler alert, by the way. That's when the fight supposedly popped off. I guess they held the fight and edited it in for the next season, but the timeline don't really add up because the sister said the fight happened before you know, than what they're showing now. So but how these reality shows do. They edit, splice, chop, screw. They put whatever they want to do on whatever time frame. So there's that. But yes, Monique is posted on her. She didn't scrub Derek from her social media for now. For now, I don't know if Derek even had Monique on his Instagram. I don't know if he really had a lot of pictures of her. So I've heard. Again, I'm not on these people's Instagram. I don't do social media like that. I don't do. I barely do Twitter for my business. I do Instagram. Barely post on Instagram. Facebook is real private. It's just for people who really know me. Know me. So I don't be subscribing to these people's Instagram and looking at what happens. I just hear about the gossip and I come and report and run and tell y'all and put my opinion on it. But apparently Monique, posted something saying I guess she's chunking the deuce on Derek. She scrubbed the pictures. So for now, putting two and two together, that they are not together. But again, this may just be for the show. The show debuts tonight. So this made them announcing a breakup yesterday and doing all this. This may just all be part of the drama of the show. It's gonna get more people to watch now since people think they broke up. Then they gonna want to tune in more to see what happened. But again, Derek and Monique it's no mystery. It's no mystery. It's not rocket science. The only reason why people latched on to this couple is because of all the outside drama with Monique and Derek and his sisters fighting. If none of that it would have ever happened, Monique and Derek would be mildly entertaining, mildly interesting, and people would have saw them on the show. They would have, did stuff about the gossip, and they would have just moved on. But other than that, if it wasn't for all the outside the social media drama, this couple wouldn't even be as popular as they are now. And it's sad and pathetic and says about us, about the show, about the people on the show. It says a lot. But I'm not falling for it because again, I don't care about the social media stuff. I'm not in these social media streets like that, so I don't care. All I know is that I said from the beginning that Derek and Monique were not together. I said that from the beginning. I said, nah, boo boo. They doing this for the camera. Because I said, no, they're not together. They don't act like they together. And people are like, well, I don't know. And people are all getting upset. And I'm like, I don't know why y'all getting upset when Monique and Derek, even the sisters was trying to hit to y'all on the low. If you go back and watch Elizabeth's, Derek's sister's post in her live, she was low-key trying to tell y'all that they weren't together. The things that she posted, I'm like, if you really go back and watch her videos and the things, if you read in between the lines, like, you will see that she was saying that they're not together. Because she was saying, well, I don't understand why Monique is doing all this and blah, 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 and Derek don't want her. Baby, because they already knew that Derek was already with somebody else. And like I said, I have a sneaky suspicion, like I said on my last live, that some of the family members, and with family members, you tell one person to spread to everybody else, knew that Derek wasn't serious about Monique. That Monique thought she was in a relationship with Derek. Monique told her friends she was in a relationship with Derek. But Derek told his family and friends something completely different. That's my opinion. I don't have any evidence, but I think the sisters were blindsided when he got out of prison, and they was like, who that, Craig? Who that? So no, I don't think for 1 second that Monique was ever Derek's girl. Again, I don't think for 1 second that that Monique was ever Derek's girl. He didn't consider Monique his girlfriend, and neither did his family, because I honestly believe that his family probably didn't even hear about her. They probably was like, "Who this big girl out here picking you? Who is this?" So I doubt it. So yeah, Monique thought. So it's like, boo. Monique thought she was in a relationship. She thought her and Derek was gonna be together when he got out. She thought Derek was only talking to her, but Derek is for the streets, and his family knows that. So they like, how are we supposed to take this chick serious when you're not serious about her, Derek? Derek was never serious about Monique from the beginning. I said it before and I say it again. Derek was never serious about Monique from the jump. He lied to her from the jump. We don't know how many women Derek was talking to. It wasn't just he was talking just to the CO. I don't believe that. I believe Derek was probably talking to multiple women all over the country. And it may not have been for very long. He may have talked to just this chick for a couple of months, this chick here, and then they moved on. He was locked up for like, what, 9 years? So you can't tell me that Monique, in the past 2-3 years, Monique was the only woman he had talked to. I'm sure there's women out there that probably don't even know anything about this show, didn't know he was on the show, don't know he's on the show, that talked to Derek maybe for a couple of months, a couple of weeks, a couple of years, and then they probably just moved on. They wasn't sitting there trying to wait for his ass like Monique was. Or the CO was, apparently. So, Monique saying that they broke up or whatever, she gonna leave him like she found him or whatever. Girl, okay. Okay, girl. Okay. Okay. I mean, I'm glad that she left Derek. Don't get it twisted. I'm glad that she's not with Derek, because Derek, since day one, with his shit eating grin, wasn't about nothing from the beginning. And so he wasn't trying to be real with Monique. I just need people to stay in their lane. I just need everybody to stay in their lane. Monique should have stayed in her lane. She really thought that this dude was gonna get out of jail and be with her, and again, she should have. Hey, it's Gio, my favorite person. Gio, I was just talking about you. I'm gonna put links to your video in this description, but you know, like I was saying, I'm getting the kids ready for school. Oh, hey kids, hey. But Monique she should have knew what time it is. For somebody that talk all that noise and want to fight and want to snatch somebody up and threaten the sister, then she got mad and threatened Derek. I'm like, girl, for all of that hood boogery and hooddom that Monique tried to portray, at the end of the day, she still was weak sauce. She still wasn't talking about nothing. Like she still, all this was fake. I mean, a lot of us called this in the beginning. We were like, this fake. Like that. Like I said, I really do think that once Derek got out of jail and saw Monique, he probably off camera. Once they did the do, like, I'm not even convinced they even did the do now. I'm not even like, at this point in time, y'all, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even convinced that Monique and Derek got down in the bedroom. At this point in time, I'm suspecting everything. I'm not even sure they got down like that. I'm like, I gotta see a video. I gotta see some on OnlyFans. I gotta see some pictures, because I'm not even sure if these two were even intimate. Once the cameras left up out that hotel room, he made it to him like, look here, baby girl. Look, we gonna milk this for all it's worth. It is what it is. He may have did it one time when he got out of prison, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, there's plenty of things that people have said online showing evidence that Derek may have been staying in that hotel room and he may not have been even sleeping in the same bed. There's episodes that I know people pointed out that, why are there blankets on the couch? Why is there a pillow on the couch? Like, y'all be peeping game in the background real hard. I don't be noticing stuff. I'll be like, what happened? What? People was peeping stuff like, well, there's pillows and blankets on the couch in the hotel. Like, okay, like somebody didn't pull it out how they had a sofa bed. Like, somebody didn't I know the producers ain't sleeping in the sofa bed with Derek and Monique. So people was peeping that ahead of time. So that man did the do the first time, but then after that, I'm like, I don't know. And then, and then how quickly at the end Monique just totally like flipped out on Derek, and people talking about that Derek called Monique a B, and I'm like, I mean, I said Monique called Derek a B first. So in my mind, look, if I'm a woman and I call a man a B, then I mean, come on, he has a right to call me one back. Like, come on now. People like, ooh, Derek, call Monique a bitch. I was like, yeah, but she did it first. Then she was threatening to snatch him up. She was like, I snatch you up. I was like, ooh, Monique didn't got brave. And Monique, no, she ain't finna snatch nothing. She finna snatch nothing that we've seen so far. And I heard about a fight. A fight is coming up. Like I said, I ain't heard. Look, Monique was scary. She ran from the car. The car chase. Monique was scared. She was sweating bullets. Her lace front was about to fall off. Like, come on now, girl. And then the sisters pull up. She locking the door. She looking, her eyes all big. I'm like, girl, you ain't. Monique ain't finna do nothing. Like she talk all that online. She talk all that, but she ain't finna do nothing. So I'm glad Monique and Derek are supposedly done. I'm really getting tired of them. Like I said, all of this is good for the YouTube bloggers. Is I guess is good for people's algorithm and numbers and stuff because they've gotten so much attention. She was gonna choke Derek. She was gonna choke Derek little ass out. Like it was scary. But I mean, to me, Monique and Derek, the only thing that made them good is because of all the social media stuff, and that's it. And for those of us who not into social media like that, like with these couples, I don't follow them. It's inconsequential to me. So then we're gonna talk about Chris. There was a video posted online on some of the social media. Again, I'll put links in the description. I'll put descriptions in the description. But somebody had posted a video of Chris, and Chris was pretty much, I don't know where he was at, an apartment, a hotel room, or friends. I don't know where he was, but he was, rolling something up, talking crazy. Yeah, I talk about we need to break up, get back together, break up. Yeah, they might do that. I don't know. I just get tired of these couples. But Chris was acting crazy. I saw the video. Chris, he looked really skinny. His hair looked like he belonged like one of them like mean girls on a Proud Family. Like I don't know I don't know what's going on with Chris. Maybe what Gabby said was right about Chris being on some kind of substance abuse. I would say, look here, when it comes to Gabby and Chris and when it comes to life in general, sometimes there is no villains and there is no heroes. Sometimes there's no winners and there's no losers. Sometimes there's no heroes and no villains. It's just shades of gray. With Chris and Gabby, there's a bunch of shades of gray. There's just shades of gray. I don't like Gabby. I don't like her personality. I don't know what race Gabby thinks she wants to be. I like to say, Gabby, if you're listening, happy Black History Month. Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum assalam, my sister. I see you at Juneteenth. Okay, I don't know what race Gabby trying to portray herself to be or what race she is. I don't know. It's ambiguous at this point. I don't know what Gabby is obsessed with filters that make her look darker. Go girl, because black is beautiful, baby. So again, I don't get mad at anybody trying to blackfish because we have spent hundreds of years of black people lightening their skin, black women using filters, black women using lighter makeup, light, bright, and nearly white is good, the paper bag test, all of this shit throughout history. So if white people or other people want to darken their skin and want to look more African American or might have more African features, it's about time. I'm here for it. Okay? As long as there's no cultural appropriation, I'm here for it. After centuries of we being told that black features and black skin is unattractive, that big lips and big butts and big thighs is unattractive, now that's what everybody wants. So I am here for it. I look, because to me, black is beautiful. So I'm here for it. But I just want people to understand where it came from. Don't be disrespectful and all that other ish that goes with it. There's the political aspects that goes with that all the time. People call it blackfish, whatever people want to call it. Either way, again, after centuries of we've been told that black is ugly and dark skin is ugly, now everybody's finally like, oh, okay. Well, I shouldn't say everybody, the Western world, because the rest of the world understand, because there's more of us. There's more non-European people in the world. We're a global majority. So anyway, I won't go too far into that. So Gabby, I don't know. She got braids. She got a filter. Her skin's dark. I don't know. She looking like my cousin. I was like, is that my cousin? Oh, that's Gabby. Oh, I thought that was my cousin. Oh, girl. I was shocked for a minute. It's like, girl, my cousin doing on this show. Oh, that's Gabby. Oh, hey, girl. Oh, okay, girl. But Gabby and Chris, there's no winners, no losers. Gabby is foul. Chris is foul. Chris's family is foul. Chris was on the video saying he broke. He was asking people for money. I guess, I guess he can get his GoFundMe. I don't know. Talking about Gabby spent all his money. Okay, yeah, Gabby did spend that money, but you was dumb enough to send it to her. Then on top of that, Chris was sending his family money. So his family was going to Las Vegas and Florida and living it up. And his brother and his sister, and his mom, they spent that money. Now, I'm sure they may have paid some bills and may have put, I don't know their financial situation, so who knows. But Chris is down bad, and he looking real crackish. And he just looks bad. He looks like he's on something. I don't know what it is. I'm not a substance expert, so I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't even eat sugar. Okay, yeah, I eat a keto diet and I exercise 5 days a week. I don't smoke. I barely drink. I ain't never done no type of illegal substance in my life. I'm very into health and fitness and all that stuff. So don't ask me. I have enough health issues with just me being healthy. Much less if I started doing crack, I'd really be in a bad shape. But so I don't know what Chris is doing or not doing. But the video his mannerisms were weird to me. The way he was moving his arms and his hands, and the way he was talking and his hair, and I'm just like, Lord. And the way he looked in the face, like for Chris to be 30 something years old, like he's starting looking real old in the face. He's looking every bit of 63 in the face, y'all. 63 in the face, y'all. I was like, I don't know, but whatever it is, he need to get help. But he has to make that decision on his own as a grown person. And so you can love a person all day. I know from personal experience, you can tell a person all day what they need to do, but they have to do it themselves. So I don't know what's going on with Chris. Gabby's done moved on. She didn't start dating some other dusty dude, and she didn't moved on. And she stopped posting for a while on social media since she off the show. It's just strange to me that all of a sudden she stopped posting on social media as much since she wasn't on the show no more. So a lot of I tell people, you have to be really discerning when it comes to these people on the reality shows or what they're posting or what they're saying in interviews, because half the ish they saying I don't believe. I was like, unless there's a record, unless there's video, unless there's some kind of proof, I don't believe what these people be posting on social media. I don't believe what these people be saying. I just be like, okay, whatever. Cameron and Eris, I'm trying to think, is there any news about them? No, just Cameron is back on TikTok. He got kicked off and he's back on TikTok now. I have to say that people are like, oh, I like Cameron and Eris. I ain't saying no names, Gio, who talking about he like Cameron and Eris. I don't understand why. I guess because y'all watch Cameron's TikTok videos and y'all, again, I don't watch people's social media. So all I see is what's on the show. I don't find Cameron and Eris entertaining. I don't find Cameron very funny. I'm like, hell, I'm funnier than Cameron. I'm really push come to shove. I mean, let's just call it out there. Like, me and Cameron kind of got the same sense of humor. So to me, looking at Cameron is like a male version of me, kind of. And so his sense of humor, that is his sense of humor. I'm not a drunk. I ain't falling down at the hotel room with my socks and shoes on, throwing my wedding ring, talking about like that crazy fool. So I gotta see Cameron and Eris do something entertaining besides Cameron falling down and getting drunk. I find Cameron's family entertaining, but since he moved to Florida, his family's probably not gonna be on the show or featured on the show. But Cameron and Eris just together in Florida? I mean, what is the storyline gonna be about? Just Cameron drunk? Like, I don't want to see that. If I wanted to see that, I got a myriad of family members I can go hang out with, and I can watch them get lit as fuck and fall down and get drunk and be funny. Like, I mean, oh, Gio says, breaking news, y'all. He got a job and slowed down his drinking, and he's treating Eris right. Okay, yeah, but who said that though? Did they say that? Because again, I don't believe these people. Because the moment the people be like, oh, we're doing good, and da 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 da, then like 6 months later, it be like, oh, they broke up. Oh, yeah. That's the same shit that Harry and Indy said too. Oh, we're doing good. And what happened? Harry and Indy ended in disaster, and Harry finna take his ass back to prison. I don't believe nothing these people be saying. I don't believe that. Oh, we getting along. You don't know what's going on behind. I don't trust these people. When the reality show is over, that's when I like to go back and look at the couples to see what they're doing. Are they still together? Or did they have a baby? Because once the camera goes off and they no longer the new and they no longer the hot anymore, then that's when real life kind of kicks in on them, and we'll see what happens. So we'll see with Eris and Cameron. I know, Gio, you said you feel like you think that they could last or whatever, blah, 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 blah. But I don't, we'll see it. Oh, he's working at a call center in Florida. Okay, well, that's good. I mean, I'm glad the brother got a job. I'm not hating on nobody who was incarcerated who's trying to get their life together. Look, be it for me to ever say that. I have, I have too many relatives that have been incarcerated and stuff like that. So I don't wish nothing bad on Cameron and Eris, but I know some of y'all are like, ooh, they gonna make it, and then they be like, okay, then they don't make it. And I don't like Eris. I find them boring. Like, I think they're on the show. They're boring to me. Like I said, they better come up with something. If Cameron really is getting his life together, he's not drinking anymore. That's great. But without that, what other drama can they possibly have besides Eris getting knocked up and having a baby or something? And then I don't care about that either. I don't care about people having babies. I don't care about Taylor and Chance. I know Taylor's pregnant. She just had her baby, and they're gonna have to show that on the show. I don't care about people having babies. I have to. I went through that. I'm good. I know that experience. Unless there's some big drama, I don't care about Sean being on the show. I'm sick of Sean and Sarah. What I don't care. Unless somebody finna cheat, I said on Gio's show. Unless these people finna cheat, that's what I care about. Infidelity. That's really my thing. But like I said, this is personal for me. I don't care about people having babies. I don't care about that. I don't care about Brittany and Marcelino. I care about Brittany and Marcelino because they broke up because he was cheating. So I do care about that. I care about fights. I want to see some fighting. Like I like that. But I don't care about, oh, I'm getting my life together and we having a baby. I don't care about that. Like, that's boring to me. I'm just like, okay, everybody has a baby. Who cares? Unless there's some drama involved with the baby. And when I say drama, I don't mean health issues with the baby. Like the baby premature. I don't want to see all that either. The baby healthy and them trying to adjust to fatherhood. That's it. But that's real life. That's everybody. Everybody has to adjust to being a parent. Mother or father. So to me, that's just normal stuff. So Cameron and Eris, they really got to bring something. Like, I want to see him trying to get his rap career together. Same thing with Justine and Michael. I want to see Michael trying to get his fake ass shoe line. I said it, fake ass. Okay, fake shoe. Trust me, from somebody who designs clothes, who has a clothing line, who work with distributors and vendors. I'm here to say, I'm going to say it again, so just in case y'all thought I stuttered. Michael and his POD, yeah, I said it, print on demand, look it up. Private label shoes, where somebody else make it, and then they put your label or your logo on it. That's a whole thing. It's not illegal. It's not a lie. But selling the shoes for $1,000, you can sell the shoes wherever the hell you want to, boo-boo. But to sit up here and be like, these people stole my design. I know AliExpress and Alibaba has POD manufacturers, and you just email them a copy of your label, tell them what kind of label you want it embroidered, you want it stamped, what kind of label you want on it, what colors you want it. You do all of that and email it to them, and they will drop ship it, or they'll ship the shoes or product to you, and you can ship it to your customers, whatever you want to do. Again, but we've all done it. Not everybody can design a shoe. It's not easy, and it's not cheap to design different types of styles of shoes. That's something that an average layperson wouldn't be able to do anyway. So when I went on his website, when the show first started, I said, these look like POD, print on demand. These are like private label or print on demand. Because there's no way in hell you could get a shoe manufactured and made and designed unless you got some serious bread. Because clothing manufacturing from the ground up is expensive. That's why everybody who has t-shirts and clothes or whatever, they do it through a POD. So So the idea that he's manufacturing, him on the phone calling a designer and all that, I'm like, really, 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 Michael? Come on now. He calling them going, I need this design. That was so fake. And I'm just like, okay, how do you get a shoe designer and you have to get a manufacturer? Like, I know the ins and outs of the clothing business. So if y'all ever, if you see this channel and you want me to talk about it, I will tell you the ins and outs of clothing design and shoe design. I used to have my own shoe. I used to have my own shoes as well. But again, I was designing the shoes and just doing the design. You get a blank canvas. You pick out what kind of shoe you want, and then you choose what kind of designs you want on there. But for him, he's not even designing the shoe. Somebody else is designing the shoe, manufacturing the shoe, and all he is having the company put his logo on it wherever he wants it. Whether you want it on the side, you want it on the tongue, you want it on the top of the shoe, the bottom of the shoe, both, whatever. All these things can be done. And it's not even that expensive when you're not making it, you're not manufacturing it. You have a cost, and then you charge the customer one thing in shipping, and then you have a cost, and it's not a lot. So all of that, I want to see Michael and Justine rapping, getting their life together, whatever, whatever, whatever. Cameron and Eris, I want, I'm curious to how their life is going to be since they're moving to Florida and everything. So I want to see that too. But other than that, they better bring something good, because I'll be like, they boring. Like it's just, as the fact that Cameron got drunk through the ring, and then Eris is just like we acting like nothing happened. I was like, girl, if either you dumber than a box of rocks or something. Like, that just irritated me so bad. Well, I'm getting back on the airplane. Okay, let's go to the airport. What the fuck? I'm like, what? I'm like, is this bad editing? Am I missing? Did they edit a conversation out? Maybe? I don't know. I'm trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. But I don't know. That whole conversation between Eris and Cameron last episode was weird. Like, it was just like, so he threw the ring, talking about, then he was like, well, I don't remember that I was drunk. I don't remember that I was drunk. So that's your excuse? No, baby, I'm sorry. Baby, I apologize. I was drunk. I said it. I say things when I'm drunk. I don't remember what I said. I was cranky, irritable. I was lit as fuck. Like, that's all you had to say. Baby, I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't mean to throw my ring away. I didn't mean to talk to you like that. I apologize. I was drinking. Maybe I do need to cut down the drinking a little bit. You're going to be gone for 60 days. This was not the way to end. I wanted to end, my time and your time here, our time together. This was basically a waste of our time together. We could have spent more time together. We could have instead of fighting and fussing and arguing, they could have been cuddled up in the bed, spending time together. But the fact that you dealing with a man and he was like, I don't remember that. I was drunk. So you can't say you sorry? Baby, I'm sorry? Like, what person, what infant does that? That's like some shit a toddler does. You can't say I'm sorry? Eris, I'm sorry? You my wife, not girlfriend, not side chick, not jump off, not cuddy buddy, not FWB. You a wife, you a whole husband. She a whole wife. You can't tell your wife you sorry? You just excuses. I was drunk. I don't remember. I was drunk. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I did that. You are mentally an infant. You an infant. You are mentally an infant. Like really. That's not how grown people do in relationships. And again, I'm finna say this before I get off this live. These people on this show, and everybody in life, not even just dating a prisoner or something like that. Even if you're dating a regular person, no matter where you meet them, at church, online, through your friend, whatever, through your cousin, I don't care. In the neighborhood, at the grocery store, if you're dating somebody, you really need to ask the questions of what type of relationships people have. I have heard advice. Like I said, this may be a long time ago, but things have changed with dating. But people like, oh, when you date somebody, you don't ask about the exes. And I've heard people give this advice. I take that back recently. I heard a YouTube channel talking about, well, you don't want to get with somebody and talk about your exes or talk about their exes. Why? What? That's the craziest shit I done ever heard. Why? Now, when you first meet somebody, no. But if you're dating somebody for a couple of months, information should be trickling in here and there about why their relationship or marriage ended. Like, that's things that y'all should be able to come and talk about, or they should be able to ask you, well, baby, what happened? Why did y'all break up? What kind of other relationships do you had? These are conversations you have. There's some notion like it's taboo to talk about past relationships. It's something you shouldn't do. Why in the fuck not? I want to know, did you leave your baby mama on the side of the road with 4 kids? I want to know, did you go to jail for domestic assault because you was fighting this bitch? I want to know, were you stalking your ex, Monica? Like, I mean, these are the things that a man and a woman should know. Why did y'all break up? What happened? What kind of relationships have you had? If you with a dude or a chick and she like, well, I ain't never really been in love before, and I ain't, I kind of like had 3 months here, 6 months here. If you are doing stints in your relationship like you doing stints in the county jail, that might be a red flag, boo. Like if he or she has done 2 weeks here, 3 weeks there, 5 weeks there, and he or she is talking about relationships and they're not talking about jail time. Either way, it's fucked up. If a person has spent more time in jail than more time that they've been in relationships, that's a red flag. Period. If they have spent 6 years in jail and they've had 2 relationships and each one of those relationships lasts about 6 months, you might be in trouble. Because this person obviously doesn't know how to carry on a relationship, much less be married to anybody. I don't know if Cameron's ever had relationships, long-term relationships. I know if he had a child, I don't know. But I tell people, even if you're not dating somebody as a prisoner, you need to ask the person that you're dating what happened in their relationships. How many long-term relationships have they had? Have they been married? What happened to the marriage? Did you cheat on her? Did she cheat on you? Did y'all cheat on each other? Where was the communication issue? What is money issues? What is the issue about the kids? Whatever it is. These are questions that people, for some reason, got in their mind that they don't want to talk about their exes. You damn well right, you better talk. If you have a problem talking about your ex-wife or ex-husband, you need to take your motherfucking monkey ass to therapy. Or you need to sit down and don't be dating nobody. If it pains you to talk about what happened in your last relationship so bad that you can't answer any questions about what happened or what didn't happen, then you don't need to be in a relationship. You need to sit there and deal with your emotional issues and your baggage in that relationship. If you're not over your ex, you don't need to be in a relationship. That's just all to it. I can talk about any one of my exes. I can even talk about my late husband. Because I in my mind, I've emotionally resolved those issues. So I don't have any problem talking about past partners. I don't get emotional. I don't get defensive. Some people do. And that, to me, that is a red flag. I've dated people that they get defensive when they don't want to talk about what happened with their baby mama or their baby daddy. That's a red flag. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to. Why? There has to be some emotions there. There's something there if they don't want to talk about it. They still hung up over that fucking person. And then when a person gets to talking about their ex, and you can tell by the way they look, the way they act, and the way they talk about this person, whether they still hung up on that motherfucker or not. Run for the fucking hills, I'm telling you. I know from personal experience, get in your car or get your feet on and just walk, run, drive for the hills. Because I done been with people that I can understand the way they talk with their ex is a certain amount of reverence and certain amount of emotional issues. And the way they talk about their ex is like, oh, well, this person was a good person and we had a good and da-da-da-da-da. 9 times out of 10, they lying. Because I promise you talk to the ex, he or she be like, nah, girl, let me tell you what really happened. Blah, blah, blah. I've been in that situation too. But if a person is talking up their ex, like in these hushed tones, and it's kind of a feeling of nostalgia, of a warm stuff, I can understand people having an amicable breakup, but you will never hear me talk about none of my exes like there's some sort of emotional or feeling there. Because there's not. I'm over it. Move on. But when people start talking about the exes with some sort of nostalgia and feeling, you can tell. And so that's why you need to talk about it. You don't have to talk about it all the time, but it needs to be brought up because that gives you some insight into what kind of relationships this person has had. Because if you are looking for marriage and you are looking for a serious relationship and all this motherfucker's had is jump offs, who you think you ain't gonna be jump off number 45? You finna be jump off number 45. It is what it just is what it is. So don't think that you're gonna be special and you're gonna be the one and I'm gonna be the one. I'm not gonna be jump off 45. No, bitch, 9 times out of 10 you're gonna be jump off 45, but you just ain't gonna be knowing it. Cause you don't realize your man for the streets. He's for everybody. He's for everybody, girl. He's for everybody. Everybody. He's community peen. So I tell people, ask questions about who you're dating, about what motivating them to date you. Look to see what kind of bitches he dating. Look, let me see a picture of that hoe. Get on Facebook. People like, well, you shouldn't do that. Why? I want to know what the chick looked like he was dating. If you done dated 5 chicks and they all got blonde hair and blue eyes, and then you look like this, your skin this color. Excuse me, I noticed that all your exes are white and I'm the only black one. What's up with that? Those are questions you need to ask. If you are with a woman and you over here looking like Homer Simpson and all the dudes she didn't fuck with, all of them looking like Liam Hemsworth, they looking like Thor, bitch. They got a hammer. They calling out Mjolnir like a motherfucker. They look like they chiseled. They was on the Viking show. They chiseled. They bearded. They hot as fuck. They sexy as fuck. And then your ass over here looking like Homer Simpson. You better be looking at that bitch like, girl, what's going on here? How much money you got? It? What's in your wallet? like the commercials say, what's in your wallet? Because if you didn't dated Viking, you didn't dated Thor. You didn't effed around with Captain America. All the dudes you look like as chiseled models, and all of a sudden you with dad bod, down bad looking dude. Boo boo, I'll be suspicious. I'd be like, okay, so why is this girl with me? Either she on the rebound, she bored, you got some money. I look at that. What type of chicks have you dated? What kind of women have you been with? If every chick they been with has been a party girl, has substance abuse issues, they wilding out, and then here come boring ass me. I got 2 kids. I sit at the house. I wear a head wrap sometimes, bitch. Like I'm on YouTube. I got businesses. I got shit to do. Every girl you dated is a scallywag. Well, okay, so why are you with me when all the other chicks you dated is hoes? Well, they at the club. They drinking. They partying. They drunk. They ain't taking care of their kids. I'm nothing like that. So I'll be suspicious. Why are you with me? So, yeah, people need to question that. Derek and Monique, same thing. Monique should have said, I want to know what all the girls you dated. I want to see what they look like. I'm the only BBW? No, baby. No, boo-boo. Because there are men out there who like big girls. Who like real big girls. Like 1,000-pound sister big girls. Monique, go find you a man who like big girls. There are whole Facebook groups. There are whole WhatsApp groups. There are whole Instagram groups. Baby, there's whole hashtag BBW, bitch. Put it in Instagram and find some BBW lovers. BBW lovers who dated on 1,000 pounds. He is looking for you, okay? BBW lover is out there. They on the move. They want to feed your ass. They want to cook for your ass. They want to wash your feet. They want to scrub your toes. They want to rub oil on your thighs. You know, you big and your thighs be chafing and they got that rash. They going to rub oil on the rash, girl. They a feeder. They want to feed you and they like that you big. There's plenty of groups out there. There's plenty of men out there. Go find you one. And he ain't in prison. There's just some normal ass dudes that like big women. He'll marry you and feed you. So go find that. I just bet people stay in their lane. Find out what you Know thoroughly who and what you're dealing with when you're messing with people. Because these days, people on some bullshit. Like, real talk. These days, people on some catfish, on some deception, on some lying, on some cheating. They sliding in motherfuckers' DMs. All kinds of things are going on in this world that we didn't have to deal with uh, when I was in my 20s, when I was in my 30s. Even in my 30s, I didn't deal with all this. I was married in my 30s, but I'm just saying, the way dating is now, the way things go now, you have to look out for yourself and be smart and not put all your eggs in one basket. Keep your head on a swivel and get to know a person thoroughly before you give them your heart and your mind and your attention. And fellas, some of your fellas out there, your money, you giving these bras money and you financing their whole life, and they not even with you, they for everybody, she for the streets. So I tell everybody, just be careful out there. Like, I've done this a long time. I made many mistakes in my love life, but there's some things that I've never done. Like, I ain't never break no bread with no dude. I don't be trusting no dude as far as I can pick him up and throw him. I don't trust, like, oh baby, I'm just with you. Yeah, okay. I don't believe that. So I'm suspicious. I got trust issues. So just people out there, don't be falling for the okie doke. And for God's sakes, don't be dating no damn prisoners. Don't do that, y'all. Don't be dating no prisoners. Don't do that. But anyway, I'm finna go get to work. I got a busy day today. It was good talking with you. Thank you, Gio. Thank you, everybody's here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. I had to go rant. I had to go off. Don't save them. They don't want to be saved. Sometimes. But I'm here to try to save us. Like, I'm trying to save me. I'm trying to save you if you single. I'm trying to help us. Help us survive and navigate this thing called life, especially in love life. Trying to help us. Trying to help me, help you, help me. So we gonna help each other, okay? So all my single ladies and fellas out there, I say shout out. Much love to y'all. It's tough out here. It's tough. But you have to outthink folks. You have to be smart. So y'all have a good Friday. I'm gonna try to watch the episode live tonight. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I say I'm gonna watch the episode live tonight, but it might be Saturday night. Y'all know how I do, because Friday night I just be exhausted. I just be tired. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I love y'all. Y'all have a great Friday. And until next time, peace.